Hello, my name is Cadet Chief Master Sergeant Riley, and today my speech will be about the difference between leadership and followership. So first, what is leadership? Leadership isn't just the way we lead others. It is something much deeper. Let's start with the definition of leadership. The art and science of influencing and directing others to accomplish a common goal. It makes sense. But if we look at each part separately, then we can begin to see what leadership really means. The art and science. This means that leadership is not just a single formula, but it is a mix of formula that requires a mix of honesty, authority, discipline, and fairness with other qualities that you must create based upon the needs of your followers. For example, if you have a group of go-getters, but they are young and inexperienced, then you need to have patience with plenty of knowledge. Or if you have a group that has experience, but are unmotivated, then your leadership would need to have a larger amount of authority and knowledge. Of influencing and directing others means that leadership is not just ordering, but convincing followers to want to follow you. You're dealing with people, not robots. Everyone thinks, unless the leader forgets that, then the situation for the entire team becomes miserable. You have to earn the followers' trust. Having a higher rank shows that the leader has earned some trust from the authority. This helps the leader earn trust from their followers. To accomplish a common goal is easy to understand, meaning that everyone needs to have the same vision in order to accomplish the goal. Your group would decide to accomplish the goals you set because they trust you and your directions agree with their beliefs. Dwight D. Eisenhower once said, "Leadership is the art of getting someone to follow your directions because they want to." In order to be a good leader, one needs to have three major characteristics among others. The first is to be a good communicator. This means that the leader connects, motivates, and is understood by his followers. The second is fairness. A great leader knows how to praise or discipline a follower properly. Lastly is organization. If a leader is disorganized, then he or she may waste work because they misplaced it and could not find it. This often leads to a significant loss in trust. General Douglas MacArthur once said, "Never give an order that can't be obeyed." This quote is pretty straightforward because it shows that leaders need to know the work capacity of their followers and their capabilities. If the leader tries to give them an impossible task, then the whole team will be waiting for that one group to finish that task, ending with a low quality or unfinished product. An example I would like to give you is Captain Sisko. He exemplifies the three major qualities of leadership. He is a great communicator as he is clear and concise so that we know the task and the goal. He also connects with us and motivates us in the commander's calls. And he is fair because he treats each one of us in the same manner. Lastly, he is very organized. He has sections for the extra uniforms and sends us the plan of the month. Now, let's move to the definition of followership. My definition of followership is properly cooperating with the leader and the other followers while serving them to the fullest extent of the follower's position. Properly cooperating with the leader and their followers means to not only have chemistry with the leader, but also with the fellow followers working together. Serving them means to not only do what the leader says, but to serve the team in general. For example, we help each other in drill practice, PE, and other things. To the fullest extent of their position means to not only do the best they possibly can in the team, but to also make sure that they do not take someone else's tasks, because something will be missed. The three characteristics needed to be a good follower are judgment, competence, and loyalty. Judgment is needed to understand the command given to them and to judge whether it is right or wrong or at all possible. Competence is the ability to complete the task on time with little or no supervision. Lastly, loyalty is needed to keep the organization in one piece. During World War II, there was a popular saying, "Loose lips sink ships," meaning that people who could not keep a secret could jeopardize many people's jobs, freedom, or even lives. There are two quotes about followership I would like to share with you. First is by Barbara Kellerman. who said, "Followers are more important to the leaders than the leaders are to the followers." This means that the leader may be important, but nothing is done without the followers. Edith Wharton said in the book Vesalius in Zante, written in 1564, that there are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or to be the mirror that reflects it. The followers are the candle, and the leader widens the impact of the followers, or vice versa. In the Tuskegee Cadet Squadron, we are followers of Captain Sisko. We also exemplify virtues of followership. We could understand and know if a senior member gave us a non-lawful command. We would also know that we are capable of completing drill commands, PE, and other CAP-related activities. Lastly, we are loyal to the Civil Air Patrol and let it make us into a better person. In conclusion, there's a difference between leadership and followership, but if you see past the meaning of the words, you would see that leadership and followership are meshed together in a way that they cannot be separated.